Yo, whoa. My laptop just did the most absolute mazzelina. Okay, yeah, I need to clean it up because, if you man just saw what happened just now, it was absolutely crazy. But let me just bring in TK in there. But we're back for another Arsenal therapy, yeah? And you know the thing already, people. You get me? The 8 of you in already. Just throw the kunai at the like button real quick. Get some more people in. Sort it. Please. You know what I mean? Make sure you're slapping the subscribe as well, man. We're trying to grow, trying to get to 1.8k. We had 2 Shinobi leave us. I think it might have something to do with the beef that I had on in the Never a Foul chat earlier on in the day. Maybe they got a bit upset, decided to leave. But we need to recruit some more Shinobi for the fallen soldiers, you get me? And if we catch them on the roadside, we got to assassinate them, innit? Because they can't let the village secrets out. You know them way there. Make sure you're hitting the bell so you're notified when I go live. And you get me? I mean, let me see. Obviously, big up TK. The Olu and D will be here in a bit. Let me just run through the people. Them big up Hyper. You get me? I know you retracted your comment, but hey, I got the power. The power. He tried it, blood. I had the comments from me, blood. Hoping the gang. What you hoping the gang do, blood? Let me know. Let me know, man. Let me know. Hey, Aditya. I can't even lie. Don't worry. We'll talk about this. Hey, Olu's here. Big up, Olu. Big up, Olu, man. What you saying, man? You good, bro? You good?
Yeah. I'm good. You?
Yeah, man. I mean, wait. Yeah, just watching Liverpool just show the world that they're Liverpool, innit? Do you know what I mean? Just watching yeah, man. Big up Horizon. I thought so. I did. When you said fighter jet, that's when I realized, yeah, it was the fighter jet thing that made me realize, innit? I big up DJ Dens, Wavy. You get me? Love for coming true, bro. I big up Football Capo, my brother. Not gonna lie, that intro hits different. Visuals and build up is magic. Differente. You know what I mean there? You get
Big up
me?
Capo, bro. We miss you, bro, Capo, bro.
Yeah, man. I tried to get him on, but he was like, gotta do the thanks. I didn't realize it's Thanksgiving in America, I think tomorrow. Or is it Sunday? No, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. I heard it
Tomorrow.
was Thursday, so tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously he's doing a couple things, but he said when he's got some time, he's gonna come through for a session. So you get me. The sooner I can get Capo on, the happier I'll be in it, because that's bro. Big up Dawood, You get me. We may end tonight in the top 8. Oh, we might. We actually might. We are given the way the results are going. We might actually make it. Big up King Bucks. See, I got it right this time. Got it right, man. Villagers salute. Smash that like button, people. You get it. We're 7th in the UCL. Monaco. Oh, Monaco are losing. Nice. Because we got them next.
It's crazy.
Nice. That's what
The Champions League this year is crazy, bro. I swear.
Bro, it's crazy. You know what? I'm liking this new format. I can't lie, man. Big up, manager, though. Locked in. Hit the like button, my people. Them. That's right, because we need to get as many beautiful people here, because obviously, we got to talk about some Arsenal, innit? So, but before we talk about some Arsenal, yeah, I just need to know: is it about time that when I say us as Arsenal fans, I'm not specifically talking about us on the panel, but us as Arsenal fans, do we have to just start showing Liverpool their respect? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like Arsenal fans as a collective, we've been belittling the Liverpool thing and kind of saying, oh, they're gonna fall off and it's just fluke and whatever we may say. Do we just have to start accepting that maybe Slots just clocked it already, and Liverpool are gonna go on to kill everybody?
Nah, man. Listen, we're fans, man. As a fan of a club, you have to have this weird, irrational belief that the world's going to fall for Liverpool and we're going to win the league. That's what we do every season, right? Like, what's the point of celebrating if you can't have a little bit of delusion? Nah, man. I am deluded to believe that even if it was game 38 and Liverpool were 10 points ahead, we're still winning the league.
Hey, amen, bro. Amen. That's all I can say. Bro. Amen. Hey. No, but for me, it's you know me, bro. First of all, big up Olu, by the way.
Big up, big up.
A big fan, big fan. Uh, but how should I say? I said this already, bro. I'm not trying to be that guy that says I told you so, but you know me, and you know what I said about Slot at the beginning of the season. I said this guy is a winner. This guy did things at clubs that nobody expected him to do because he didn't do all these things at Ajax. He didn't do all these things at PSV. I knew this guy is a quality manager when I saw he won trophies at AZ Alkmaar, which is a small team compared to all the other teams that I just mentioned, and Feyenoord, who is the third biggest club in the country. And that's like basically winning the league for us in the 21st century, you know what I'm saying? For the second time, because that's what he did for Feyenoord. So I knew that they were getting a quality manager. I didn't expect him to turn this around this quick, but he did. And all I can say is they have a good manager in their hands, bro. This is a manager that they needed because we know that Liverpool are not making a lot of transfers every year. So when you have a manager that just looks at what they have, looks at what they're good at, and try to improve in their weaknesses, which is their midfield and defense from last year, for example, he improved that part of their team, and now they're playing some good football, bro, some controlled football, not gung ho anymore. And yeah, so like I said, bro, I expected this, and I gave Slot his respects for that as well at the beginning when he joined straight away because I feel like he deserves it. I genuinely feel like he's a great manager.
Sorry, I'm just trying to edit something. I'm hoping that it doesn't break anything in it. That's but yeah. Okay, cool. Oh wait, and you get me, man. Like Jus D is here. All right, time
Come on, my bro.
Okay.
Saying, brothers, you man good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Good, bro, doing good.
hey, man, we were just talking about Liverpool being Liverpool, and do we just have to kind of accept that it's we're all living in Liverpool's world right now.
Yeah, they're doing what they need to do at the minute. But the only thing with that, you got to remember, we did this a couple of years ago as well. We did do this a couple of years ago where we kind of steamed ahead and we had everything early, and you know what I mean? We were just clear it. We thought, yeah, it's easy. Remember, it's only a third of the way through the season. We've got 2 more of what we've just been through already. 2 more whole of these. But the only difference is they've got players that have been there and done it. So that's what it comes down to, I guess. Experience and clutch players. We don't quite have what they've got yet. But to me, it's still way too early. But they're proving everyone to do what they need to do. But we've been there before. We've done this before. So only difference is when we did it, Man City were at their peak. Now it don't look like they're quite the same team. So it's like we got to rely on ourselves to catch them.
What about if they do beat Man City? Like, is that them walking the league?
Can't quite say that yet, but I mean it's a good big step towards them doing what they got to do because their fixtures are, even though our fixtures are all clustered up, their fixtures are all spread out for some reason. Like, it's like they got a hard game, then they get a couple of easy ones, and a couple hard, then our ones are all clustered up together. So it's like, yeah, it's a tricky one, man. But they're doing what they got to do at the end of the day. But I mean, still time for us to focus on ourselves, man. Because all it takes is one loss, and if we keep winning, they're 6 points behind. All of a sudden, it's iffy. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, all I want is for Pep on Sunday to abandon all his tiki-taka principles and just load up the nastiest low block.
Never gonna happen.
Listen, I just for one game.
Never gonna happen, bro.
Listen, for what I'm just saying, one game only. I need him to prime Jose.
He might go more. What he will do? Pep's more likely to go more attacking. He's one of them guys that think that if you think that you have to remember Pep's. He's won 4 in a row. Like I know they're on a bad one, but we forget like the actual obviously it's the tribal thing in it where we kind of like laughing and joking banter, but we really do forget that Pep is the master of this league. He's the one. He's the guy in this league, and if he's under pressure and he's struggling a little bit, his thing is like, I'm gonna show you why I'm who I am. Like, I think he's relishing these challenges and these battles. The greats don't hide away from these battles. They're greats for a reason.
When has he ever had to deal with this kind of like pain though? I can't.
Never.
What do you call this type of pain though?
B?
What do you call this type of pain? The form, you mean? The form?
Yeah, like I've never known. I've actually never known Pep to have to like fight and come behind from like this type of situation before. I don't think there's any evidence that he can do it.
I mean, he never at Bayern he never had, and at Barca as well. All of his best players are washed up at Manchester City, and he never had that at Bayern and at Barcelona, because there you had an Iniesta who was aging like a fine wine. You know what I'm saying? And the same goes to Xavi. And the players at Manchester City did not age. They aged like milk. You know what I'm saying? Especially Kevin De Bruyne, because his injury record right now is iffy as well. And normally, if you look at his age, you could say maybe 1 or 2 more years in his prime. But even now, you can say that 2 years may be a lot because of the fact that he is falling off right now. And yeah, he never dealt with that kind of adversity. I think if Manchester City want to make a genuine comeback, they need to go all out in January and get like 3, maybe 4 players. If they do that, I think they can salvage this still. But if they don't, I don't think Rico Lewis can save you the league title. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it.
Don't you think there's like a danger though of like if Liverpool beat Man City, then like City could just fall so far behind that whatever they do in January doesn't actually really matter. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that could be true. Yeah.
And then also, I mean, when you really think about it, yeah, who's out there that can actually change their scenario? Like, what quality? Like, what that is that quality of player even available? Does that quality of player even exist? Like, who do they even find?
So, are you talking like immediate change, or are you talking like sort of what Pep does, where he brings in someone that you don't really know about, and in like a year's time to become like this player that everyone raves about? Because let's be real, like when you think about it, Rodri was that. Like he was not getting games at Atletico Madrid. He was in fact, funny enough, ironically, on the bench for Partey, right?
Yeah.
You look at KDB, right? When KDB, he had great sort of in Bremen and Wolfsburg, but this player that we see right now is not what we thought KDB was. So you have that, and then the other side you have the likes of Haaland, someone who's obviously got this big name that everyone pretty much around Europe wanted. So I guess it depends which way the club wants to go. Do they want to go and try to get a big name? And let's be real, in reality, like I think there's not that many out there that are currently sort of year on year producing. And you look at Mbappe, like today, like and at Real Madrid, it's not always guaranteed you get a big name and they sort of hit the ground running or change. So I don't know. I thought the downfall was going to happen 2 years ago. So I was 2 years late or 2 years too early. I was 2 years way too early with my. If I thought that season, that I thought, yeah, this is it. The downfall's coming. They want a treble. So blame me for that. Blame me for that. I would take the blame for that.
Olu, were you the guy that asked for the Invincibles trophy? Maybe that's the curse. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the reason we didn't win in 20 years.
You know the gold stripes. That was my pitch. I said, yeah, put the gold stripes on, and then
yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel like they're. I feel like we've got to be careful with this Man City. This Man City like slander a little bit. I just feel like if there's anyone that can pick themselves out of this dumps, it's gonna be Pep. That's just how I see it. I personally can't doubt him. I just feel like he's just. a maniac, a genius. I think it's all of those words that will be able to get you to where you need to get to. That's just what I feel. And I feel like if he doesn't manage to do it this year, he for sure will probably get 105 points next year. Like, I feel like he's one of those guys. Like, I just can't see how he doesn't just show. Remember, before he came to England, he was doubted more than he's doubted now. You can't do it away at Stoke. You can't do it in the league. He's got to take another team in a different country, come to the Premier League and do it, and all that type of stuff. So I feel like not only has he done it, he went and done it 4 in a row. I think that's a serious feat, and I think we'll really understand it when in 15 years' time. And because you got to remember, if he wins the league this year, which is obviously not looking likely, that's 5 in a row. Like,
that's not going to happen, man. And the reason,
you have to remember, Man City are in a really, really, really bad vein of form, and they're only 8 points behind.
Yeah, but okay, a couple of things, right? Firstly, they front loaded a lot of their wins. So at the start of the season, they got so many wins, which is why right now it's chipping away in terms of the lead they started run. And remember, at the start of the season, everyone was saying this Man City team, who's going to be able to stop them? Like, who did they slap in the first couple of games? And I think they won 3 games in the bounce. And so right now, what's happening is everyone's just catching up to them. Right, so which is why it doesn't look as, I mean, the number of losses they've had in comparison to the point difference isn't that great. Like, you know what I mean, right? But also as well, remember what Marvin Hagley once said, like, it's hard to go running when you sleep on silk sheets. I believe they've got comfortable. Yeah. That's my thing. I think they got comfortable, and the fact that I know we're meant to talk about Arsenal, but I'll say this: think about it this way. Deep it. They signed Savio in January.
Yeah.
So the only person they brought this year was Gundogan. That's the only person they brought this year. When you deep it, that's a crazy. So in their mind, obviously, they're champions. They don't need to do anything. Just bring back Gundogan and let the good times roll.
Yeah.
The good times are rolling no more. And that's what when I say like sleeping in silk sheets, that's what's happened to them. They've gotten too comfortable with being the best. You speak to the Man City fan, the first thing they say to you is 4 in a row. Even Pep is saying 4 in a row all the time. That level of arrogance, pride comes before the fall. That's again. I'm just hitting out quotes right now, basically. But I think the point.
I mean, there's a few others though. What goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. There's
it
loads
is what it is,
bro.
Exactly.
There's loads to go around. Don't stop there, bro. There's others as well.
Yeah, I'm telling to a motivational speaker right now.
If I'm real, I think it's in City's case. I don't think it's Pep. I think it's the players. I think the players are the ones that are getting comfortable. I think Pep still wants it, but the players are the ones that are not. How should I say? Answering to his demands. That's how I feel about this, because the fact that you have players like Haaland who are arrogant and saying to Arteta, "Stay humble," you know what I'm saying? Even though we are Arsenal fans, we can take that personally and we can banter them about it. But that just shows the level of arrogance that you just disrespect your direct title rivals, basically. You know what I'm saying? And now you are seeing that when other teams turn it up, that you fall behind if you are this comfortable. You cannot be you can never be this comfortable in the Premier League. Never. If you think that you can be comfortable in the Premier League with the same team for 3 years back to back, it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. You need to buy players. You need to keep it moving in the Premier League, and that's their biggest mistake, what they did. But then people can say, "Oh, but what about Liverpool? Liverpool bought only Chiesa, and now they're firing." You know what I'm saying? They got the biggest upgrade, not an upgrade, but when it comes to changing their play style, they got an upgrade in the midfield and in their defense with their manager. So it fills in the blanks if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's you can. My overarching point is you cannot stand still in the Premier League. Never. It's never going to work out for you.
I agree. I think Pep's level that was in the last few years has been so high. I think it's got to the point now where everyone has realised they've got to raise their level, and bit by bit they've just started catching up. I think that's just what it is, because it's got to the point now where every single manager can compete with him tactically and can compete with him with all these little things that we've got. All because even look, Thomas Frank, for example, he's always finds a way to stifle Pep, and I feel like it's just the fact that he's been so high. You know what I mean? At some point, someone's gonna have to catch up to him.
You know
I
what?
think
Yeah?
it's just
I'll
the
add,
gap has been shortened a little bit.
I'll add this as well. I think there's a level of intensity that Pep has, and I think after a while that starts to burn out people, right? I think basically this team have done really well to just listen. And I again, this is one of my weird things. I honestly believe that season they won the treble, Arsenal pushed him to that, because I think mentally he had to get that. Because remember, it was in like February or something where he said he came out in a press conference and he told the players, if you don't start winning, Arsenal are going to run away with his title. And I think that mentally, like, he had to find something new to try to motivate these players, and Arsenal came at the right time to motivate them. And then last season, being so close came to motivate them. But eventually, that level of intensity as a manager, I mean, we saw the pictures yesterday night. Like, we don't know what happened, but obviously there's an intensity in that. At some point, some of these players, especially ones who've hit it for 5 years, 6 years, it gets tiring after a while. And also, when their body's not able to do what he wants them to do, and he's still demanding that from them, it's easy for them to lose motivation, to lose focus, to lose. Like, you walk in, I've won 4 in a row. Why should I keep running as hard as I did before, right? And again, this is me speculating. I don't know. I'm just trying to sort of rationalize what's gone wrong for them. You know what I mean? It could be anything. But the way they got beat by Tottenham, like, I'm sorry, that was absolutely insane. It looked like boys against men at a certain point. And then the way they got beat, or the way they threw away 3 goals yesterday, and the fact they felt like, do you remember as an Arsenal fans, we remember back in the days when we would watch our team basically just start drowning, and you're like, please just stop the bleeding. Like, will you be 2-0 up? Okay, take the Newcastle game. Remember 4-0 up at Newcastle? And they scored.
We drew 4-4.
And we drew 4-4. I remember watching that game thinking, we're going to draw this game, and there's nothing we can do about it because we just don't know how to stem the bleeding right now. The difference between us yesterday, when we considered a goal, when we went to 3-1, and we just said, make the game nasty for at least 10 minutes. Like,
we're accepting that goals happen now. We accept that goals happen now.
Raya hold the ball for like 30 seconds if you have to, right? They look panicked. They just look panicked.
Hey, wait a minute. Yo, Hooks, big shout out from H-Town. Currently in the cell watching your content. Keep it up, bro. No way. Our man watching man in bin, bro. That's crazy.
What Joe you in, bro? What Joe?
That's crazy, bro.
Gunner, if you need cigarettes, let me know, man.
That's cold.
Hey, free Gunner, man. Free Gunner.
Free Gunner. That's the thing.
You don't know what he done yet. You can't free him, man. You don't know what he done.
Okay,
yet.
Never mind. I retract my statement.
We don't know what you did, but if it was something minor like punching someone up, then get me free, man, innit? But
Harris County.
Always in America.
In America, bro, we got.
Oh, drugs. Oh, yeah, calm, man. Free Gunner, man.
All right, free the guy.
Yeah, calm.
Free Gunner, bro.
Calm. Free you, Gunner, man. It's drugs.
Swear down. I tell the man them in bin to subscribe to me, blood. Yeah, a new demographic. Let's go, blood.
Yeah, man. Listen, God, if you need cigarettes, or you need, you know what I mean, just let us know. We'll get some smuggled in for you, man.
You get it. But you know what? Yeah, cool. Look, obviously we've been speaking a bit about Liverpool and City, but the reason why we're here today, talk about Arsenal, innit? So I'm just gonna throw out a question, innit? I'm not gonna give no context, nothing like that. Just gonna throw out a question. I just want to know what you guys' thoughts are immediately, innit? So the question that I'm gonna ask is, do we have our Arsenal back?
Yeah, 100%. Not only 100%, I feel like that was our best performance under Arteta in Arteta's career at Arsenal. That's what I believe. I feel like that performance was almost flawless, and it was away from home against, like we said, the sporting team that beat Man City 4-1, was meant to be that they've lost all season. meant to be fire hot, the best striker in the world currently. He's got the best goal to game ratio right now. Like, I feel like that performance there, and even not just about that performance, but the fact that Arteta's under a lot of pressure, not just from the outside, but from within the fan base. So I felt like we played well against Inter Milan, we lost. Like, winning and playing well at the same time is quite tricky to do. So I feel like a lot of the time you play well, but you don't win, and it's like, oh, but you didn't win game. Or sometimes you win, but you didn't play well. It's like, oh, but you didn't play well. I feel like this game, even to the point where, even though we conceded, like you said, we just knew what to deal with. We didn't let the momentum swing. We didn't let it become a big deal. We didn't let it become an end-to-end game. We just said, listen, these things happen. It was a kind of a odd goal. Stay focused and let's do what we got to do. And then we went up a gear again. I just thought that was just brilliant. Everything about the subs were perfect. Every time he made a sub, I was like, that's exactly what I wanted you to do and exactly the right time. He even managed to rest Odegaard and Saka for a little bit. Everything he did was just spot on. Timber, even the Timbers, and even taking off when Zinchenko came on, he played brilliant. Zinchenko did 2 or 3 long balls that went straight through that cut open their defense. I was thinking, this is everyone was brilliant. Everyone was an 8 or a 9 out of 10. There's not one bad performance on that pitch. So to me, that was just as clear cut as a performance. I know, and people say when I was on streams earlier on today, I've been on about 5 streams today. And what people say, they say, oh, if Amorim was there, it would have been different. There's no Portuguese team that would have beaten Arsenal playing like that.
Yep.
It's as simple as that. There's no team out there. The only teams that will beat Arsenal playing like that are the top teams, the Man Cities, the Liverpools, the Real Madrids, when they're at their top game. Then it'll be a 50-50 game. There's no team in the Portuguese league that will beat Arsenal when we play like that. It's as simple as that.
I mean, we went to Portugal last year and we weren't as convincing as yesterday. So we can clearly see the improvement when it comes to that as well. So, yeah.
No, I listen. I agree. I remember Hooks. When I said over the weekend, I said we're going to slap Nottingham Forest easy.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I said, and because honestly, again, it's weird. I thought the Inter Milan game was the first time I thought. Actually, I was angry that game because Truss had pissed me off that game. But when I went back and thought about it objectively, I thought that second half, the fact that we could pin back Inter Milan. And it's something we've not done for a while, like pin a team back and just pin them back. And we didn't score. We didn't get that many chances. For me, that was like, okay, there's a change here. Then we saw the Chelsea game, and it was like, there's a change there. And so for me, I felt like the change in Arsenal is really starting to happen in terms of, I mean, yeah, it coincides with Odegaard coming back, but I think just moving the ball faster. The biggest issue I had during the period where we were struggling was that it just seemed like we're moving the ball very slow. Now, all of a sudden, it feels like they just move the ball quickly. And it feels like even when the ball comes to them like super fast, they are comfortable in just like collecting the ball and making a decision with that. And I think, I don't know what it is, what's changed. Is there a secret trip? Is there secret training? Was it the fact that none of our players went an international break and like we basically spend more time on the training ground? But there's a big difference between like pre-Inter Milan versus what we've seen since we'll say the Chelsea game. The Chelsea game was the start. Nottingham Forest, like we absolutely dominated that team.
But we actually played well against Liverpool. We actually played quite well against Liverpool. We actually played well against
even Leicester and Southampton. We played well.
We just haven't been getting the results that we feel we should be getting. But we haven't actually played that bad. There's only been a couple of games, like the Newcastle game and the Bournemouth game, that have been way on the par. But there's not really many games. Even at the beginning of the season, we started well against Wolves. Man City, obviously, the Brighton game, 10 men. The Man City game, 10 men. So we actually haven't really played that badly all season. It's just the results just have not coincided with spectacular performances. But obviously, as a fan base, we kind of go overboard, don't we? Oh, there's a few losses and stuff like that. But I don't feel like we've actually played that badly. And Odegaard's influence is not so much on the ball; it's more off the ball, because he really starts the press and he really dictates when we will go to what side and when. And it's, even though he's brilliant on the ball, of course, we all know that. But off the ball is when you see the difference when he's not playing, because his work rate is, you can't teach that.
I
Yeah,
hear that.
even if you just want to give the ball away to someone to relax, Odegaard is that guy. So he brings that as well, you know.
See, I always say this about what I'm happy now. So I had this wild belief, not wild. I had this belief on Odegaard when he first came, and the first like season or so, where I felt like if the team was playing really well, he looked really good, and if the team wasn't playing well, he never elevated above the team, right? So he was never better than the level of the team. I think since last year, and maybe in the second part of the season before, he started to become like, even if the team's playing badly, he looks good. There are times when you watch him and you go, oh, he's in his Brazilian flex right now. And the team, like, look, remember the West Ham game last year, we lost 2-0. That first half, he absolutely ruined West Ham by himself. And it just felt like the Arsenal players were just watching going, Jesus Christ, what's this guy doing on the pitch? You know what I mean? I spent more time admiring him than trying to score.
Even Rice, even the season before that, when we went, I think we went 3-0 up, I think it was. And I think Rice even said that when we played against us, because Rice got them back into that game when he tackled Partey. And he said, the first half when they played against us, you can't get near that team and Odegaard and stuff like that. But I'm quite happy that like the Arsenal fan base and all of us have kind of realized now his influence, because he's greatly underappreciated in the world of football. Even in our fan base, I don't think they we're always talking about need more goals, or we need a different type of attacking midfielder and stuff like that. But I feel like this period when we didn't have him, we really understood what he brings. Because even though he's playing well, it's not like he's doing anything different that he hasn't been doing for the last couple of years. All he's doing is he's really playing the same type of way. It just feels now we've had a presence without him for a good 6-7 games. We notice when he's not there. And I think he's coming to his own now, where he's now understanding that I'm the captain, I'm the main man, I'm the go-to guy. He is really choosing to show everybody I'm the main man in his team. And I feel like that's becoming evident.
Do you know what? Yeah, just on that. Yeah, do you know the way how us as Arsenal fans were watching what Arsenal were like without Odegaard? Do you think Odegaard was actually watching and seeing like is this what they're like when I'm not there? And that's kind of made him feel like
a bit more confident and a bit more like, let me show you. Yeah. I think that benefits both of us though, doesn't it? It benefits Arsenal and Odegaard, because he's our captain for a reason. He's our captain for a reason. He's our captain because on the pitch, of course, he gets everything how it needs to be, and he can signal the message across from Arteta constantly. Because if you go to games, him and Arteta are talking all game. I don't know how many times people go saying when they're at the game. If you go to games and you watch them, him and Arteta talk all the way through the match. That's what a lot of people don't really see. But the second thing that he does do as well is he off the pitch, he's the mentor to all the young guys coming through. He's actually the designated mentor. So he goes and he's always around the youngsters, and they always bring him around, and he brings them into the catering room and the lunch room, and it's him that's in charge of all that, because they have different roles in the behind the scenes. So he obviously is a person that's always on time, always works hard. No things in the media. You don't see he doesn't party. He's one of them guys that he's the right captain. It's obvious, and I think that's what we probably don't appreciate when he first came on loan. What happens behind the scenes?
On the flip side, because I'm that guy that always looks at the different scenarios when it comes to this team as well. Because yes, we can see how important and how good Odegaard is as a player and as a captain for this team. But it also shows that this team is severely lacking in creative midfielders and creative players overall. Because one Odegaard injury created this whole stagnation, this whole downfall, this scenario that we even played one game with Merino, Rice, and Partey, all three at once.
Bournemouth,
and that was like the slowest midfield I've ever seen, I think, at Arsenal.
Definitely.
And to the point that you see Merino at the number 10 turning like a truck, you know what I'm saying? So it didn't work, and it just shows me that this club, these owners, the new sporting director that is going to join Arsenal, he needs to evaluate this team and look at the fact that we have a lot of defensive players, but we are really thin when it comes to our attacking or creative players. Because one Odegaard injury, and now you have to play Ethan Nwaneri. Okay, look. Of course, Nwaneri is an amazing talent. We can see the player that is there, and we are hoping that he's going to grow and be one of our main players in the future. But if you have to put all your eggs into his basket when Odegaard is injured, you know you have an issue. Okay, even if you bring in someone like this is a stupid example, but this is just an example. I don't want him or anything. Don't get me wrong. But even Dani Ceballos, for example, yeah, if this team had, for example, a Dani Ceballos, even his creativity could have been vital for this team in times where we had to play slow and defensive players.
No, I
You
understand
understand?
what you're saying. I agree with
Yeah.
you. I
So
agree with you.
I feel like yes, we can give Odegaard all this praise, but we also can clearly see that this team is lacking creative players, and that the owners need to wake up with that as well.
I
So
feel
that's
like
why
I feel like with that, on just to add on to your point quickly, and I'll let the others lot talk after this. I feel like there's a few players in the Premier League that I feel are gettable, and I feel like that's what we've got to work on: getting players that we feel fit the team, that you feel like you can make sense in multiple positions. The first one is that stands out to me is Tyler Diblin. To me,
Yeah.
you just go get him.
Yeah.
Like it's standard, it's straight up and down. He can cover centre midfield, he can cover on the Saka side. You just go and get him immediately. And then a couple of others, I say, like, depending on who Arteta wants, so the Embremos, you got Semenyos, you got the Kudoses. To me, these are all fairly gettable players. I know we want the Yokeres and Isaacs. I'm not talking about those guys that cost 100. I'm talking about the ones that I feel like even in January, you might be able to quickly go and get. That's what I'm talking about. And I feel like we need to go and get. I feel like if we had Tyler Diblin in the team, I know he's 19, 20 years old, but I feel like he would add that little bit of know-how as well as
His ball
because
carrying is crazy, by the way. His ball carrying ability is insane.
it's his brain.
Yeah, he's
Like he's clever. He's like he reminds me of a quick Jack Grealish, but left-footed. That's just what he reminds me of. But with a bit more goal-scoring threat. But there's a few players I feel like we can get, man. I just feel like we need to just focus on. I think Ranieri is like that as well. But
do you think it's not actually that Odegaard was absent? Do you think it's more what Arteta chose to do while Odegaard was absent?
So I would say, like, on that, how can I put it? How can I put it? It is a byproduct of obviously what he implemented, or what I think he implemented. But I think that basically he's built a system that requires specific players in specific roles. So we talked about the pressing of Odegaard and initiating presses. If you don't have someone like him, who, I mean, I know it was a thing where people were mocking him for, but that whole thing of scanning and being able to see around the pitch all the time, he's always looking up, right? If you don't have players who could do the same thing, your instructions might change, because basically you're taking that player and saying, actually, he's so important to what I want to do. And I think this is the first season we've, even as Arsenal fans, have actually seen how important Odegaard is to the whole structure of the system, right? And I think, in a way, maybe he's had to adapt and say, actually, because I don't have this player who does so much and to what I want to happen, that I need to almost be more solid until he gets back. I don't know. That'll have to be an answer for Arteta. But I mean, everyone was saying, why didn't we play Nwaneri? And to be honest, after watching him play now, I'm like, jeez, he should have played a hell of a lot more, because that boy is good. That boy good. And the thing that makes me even more proud, I know Hook saw yesterday, I didn't realize he had a younger brother. So get Emerson on the pitch as well.
Oh yeah, he's got a younger brother.
Get all of them on the pitch as well, man. But I think that basically the point, I guess, what I'm trying to get to is that I think Odegaard and maybe his plans in building the team with having that injury sort of meant that he had to just change based on the personnel that he had. And I guess the question is that poor planning from the team, or for the recruitment team at the start of the season, in terms of letting Vieira go, letting Smith Rowe go, players who maybe did need to go, right? Or is it because I always say this, Arsenal are one of the only teams who can almost matching most teams in terms of what style of play they want to play. You don't want to be, if you want to be physical, Arsenal could be physical. If you want to be technical, Arsenal could be technical. If you want to play 100 miles an hour football, Arsenal can play 100 miles football, right? Not many teams can be as flexible, in my opinion, right? Now, whether we're as good as other teams is a different case, but I think we can match him. I think, but with the injury, I think that maybe fundamentally changed his ideas of how to approach the games, and maybe he just became a bit too conservative. But also, I mean, the red cards didn't help. The poor form of someone like Trossard's form just fell off a cliff. I hated him for the past like 3 weeks.
I'm still not a fan of him. I'll be honest.
For the past 3 weeks,
I never jumped off the train. I'm still on the Trossard train. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're a fan of Trossard, yeah?
Yeah, but I was one of the people that was happy that he got the contract extension offer. So yeah,
I'm happy if Trossard accepts it as a squad player.
Mm.
But I just don't think he's that type of character. When he scores, he starts doing all this. I should be playing. When you're like, he shouldn't be playing. If he accepts he's a squad player, if Jesus, Trossard, even so much potentially even Havertz coming up to it, they accept squad rotation and stuff like that, then I would say, you know what, our squad is a solid squad in this. I'm looking forward to it. But if they don't accept it and we've got to try and fit them into the team, then not for me. Even when Trossard came on the other day,
I don't think he will accept. I don't think he will accept unless he accepts being a squad player, because Arteta is not going to guarantee this guy to be a starter. Never. They're not going to offer that to him.
I'm talking about in his own mind.
I don't want to. I don't want to
see Jesus. I feel like Jesus knows that he's a squad player, and I feel like
but
I don't want that.
Knows he's a squad. No, but the problem.
I don't want that. I want iron sharpens iron, right? What's Game of Thrones, right? Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You want people who are on the bench who are chomping at the bits to say, you know what, I should be starting, because they push the other players to keep on. Like we talked about the Man City thing about resting on your laurels. If we have too many players who just say, I know my position as a squad player, which they can have an idea of it and should be communicated to them, but I don't want it to be just a case of you have all these players who just happy to sit on the bench and maybe get 10, 15 minutes.
You need them. You need the El Nenis in the team. You need the Jorginhos. You need the Kiviors. And you need those players that accept that you can't. Not everyone has to come into. There's different roles for different players, isn't there? Without a Jorginho in the team, and if Jorginho was a disruptive character, it would not bode well. He's clearly a good character for the team. That's why they're giving extra contract.
So in your mind, sorry that I interrupted you. But,
yeah, that's fair.
But do you watch basketball? Because I watch basketball.
I
love basketball.
I'm not me. You talking about me or?
Yeah, you. Yeah.
I don't watch it like that. I know, obviously, I've watched it before, but I don't watch it in that.
Do you know what a role player is? A role player?
No. I can
So
get an
role player is like the random fodder you get in your team, like a random shooter, for example, that just stands in the corner, waits for the ball just to shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Those players. And you have one bench player that is the sixth man of the year, for example, the sixth man of your team. He's basically like the piece that isn't straight up in the starting lineup, but is always the first guy to come on to bring some balance into the team, for example. You know what I'm saying? For me, Jamal Crawford, yes, perfect example. Or Russell Westbrook for the Nuggets right now. You know what I'm saying? But you basically saying Trossard is like a role player that's just like that one of the numbers basically. For me, Trossard is one of the sixth mans of the year. He is like the guy that comes on the team just to bring balance wherever, because this guy plays in 4 or 5 different positions as well. So for me, Trossard is not only a bench player. He is a guy that can glue and fill up a hole, if you may, if there is a need for something else. And he is that guy. And his versatility, the fact that he can score with both legs, I think he is a really, really important player. And if we lose him, for example, we're not only losing one player, we're losing a player that can do multiple lot. Positions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So no, I agree. That's how I see Trossard. Personally.
I agree with that when you put it like that. I just feel like when he did the first celebration when he scored and then did the whole celebration that he should be playing and that type of thing, I feel like what that does is that shows me that you think that you should be playing. But to me, I feel like the majority of Arsenal fans, nobody thinks you should be starting. So why is there such a big disparity between what we think and what you think? That's my thing. I don't feel like if Jesus scores a winning goal or something, he's going to be feeling like, yes, I should be starting. I don't feel like Jesus has got that type of character. I feel like Trossard's character is potentially disruptive. I feel like Arteta would simmer it down. I feel like something because it's Arteta, why you can't really do that. You can't get away with that. But I feel like his character is he's not a team player. Even when he plays football, he passes the ball to get the ball back. You know, if you really play football, you know what type of passes a man's doing. That's how he plays. He passes the ball to get the ball back. He's not a team player at all. Like, to me, I don't find him a team player. I feel like he's a match winner, and I feel like he's a difference maker in a team. He's our version of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Teddy Sheringham and those guys. Like, they accepted their position in the team and stuff like that. But they weren't Andy Cole and Dwight York, but they had a role in the team.
Do you think that's maybe why we're giving him the new deal?
Yeah, 100%.
Because cool, maybe he's not the happiest about having this sort of like super sub kind of role, and every now and then he starts games when certain players aren't available. But maybe part of him being vexed about that is that he's on 90k a week. Like, maybe if he's on 180k a week, then
yeah, exactly.
I wish I could get 90k and be vexed, man. Jesus Christ.
When it's normal for you, it's normal. But even he had against his best game was against Liverpool, where he didn't score, but he had a good performance. But against Nottingham Forest, he was terrible. And against the other day when he came on and scored, he wasn't good either. He kept doing all these flicks and tricks. He always does these flicks and tricks when we're 1-0 up or 2. No, he gets.
I mean, he was this close for the 6-1, bro. This close,
exactly.
man.
Yeah. See, if that first touch was amazing, but that second touch.
Yeah, when he went to the right, the chop to the right, he just overextended a little bit, but he was this close, bro.
Yeah, he was. I give that. And do you know what? Yeah. So that. Do you know what? Yeah. Before that, just quickly, I would do this in a heartbeat. You know, I would actually take Liam Delap off of Ipswich in a heartbeat.
We've already got Havertz. We've already got Havertz. Havertz is now going to be our second striker. We've already got that. We need to go and get.
What I mean is I would sell Jesus and bring in Liam Delap.
All right.
No, we need Gyökeres or Isaac. Or
no,
right.
You know
what I'm saying?
Let's have it right.
It's not Liam Delap we need. If we buy Liam Delap hooks, you're going to be the first one to go ballistic on your next.
Let's have it right.
I mean, if I may ask, would you rather have Delap or Arda Güler at this moment in time?
But both. I feel like we could have both. I feel like both are.
Oh, would you rather have one of the Arda Güler or Delap?
If you had to choose.
If I had to choose, I'm choosing Arda Güler.
That's a trick.
I'm Özil fanboy. I'm Özil fanboy.
Because you know what it is. I almost 100% agree with what Olu said. Odegaard is like that one of a kind player that just fits Arteta's system perfectly. I feel like Arda can be that Odegaard backup for that exact position, because he plays exactly like Odegaard, but he's a little bit faster in my opinion. So, but not as good yet. But what I mean is the type of player and the way he plays. So for me, he would be the first choice. If we are going to buy a young player.
If we bought Delap, I mean, what do you do with Havertz then?
What do you mean? Okay, we need another option to Havertz, and to me, Delap is the more like
But they do the same role for our team.
Nah, Delap is more clinical, man.
Bro, no, we can't.
No, if we're gonna go for a striker, we got to go to the top, man. We got to go straight.
Bro,
no, not Delap. I'm not looking at Delap.
Bro,
no,
no.
Hook, no. First of all, no. Let's stop lying. None of us watch Ipswich like that.
No, I do.
What? So we're watching them in
if it doesn't clash with Arsenal, I've watched Tottenham or Ipswich.
I was not watching Ipswich in the Championship, so I'm not even gonna pretend, right? I know nothing about this Delap guy. The first time I realized he was Rory Delap's son, I was like, oh snap, that was like last week. So, but the reason why I say this is Delap reminds me of Ferguson. Do you remember when Ferguson was the hype and everyone said we want to get Ferguson, and then now
Ferguson, yeah.
Now no one says We want to get Ferguson. We even
I would have
Gyökeres.
him.
Even Gyökeres. I'm going to say this right now.
Oh, don't do it.
I'm going to do it.
No, don't do it.
He doesn't even.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm going to do it.
Prepare yourself.
What is the difference between Gyökeres and Højlund? Because they look the exact same player to me.
No, they don't.
They look the
No,
exact same
they
player.
do not. No, don't do that.
They
I didn't
look
think I didn't think you was going there. Oh my goodness.
Well, one is Swedish and the other one is from Denmark.
No, they
But what
don't.
is
Oh,
They
no, Ollie, man.
They don't look the same, man.
look, they run the exact same way.
No,
They're too interested in fighting.
no,
people.
they do not.
You know what it is?
the
You know what it is,
difference
Olu? You know what it is?
No,
Gyökeres-
Oli was on fire today as well. He was on fire today. You know,
Yeah.
he was killing the whole stream. You know, he was winning this. And then he goes and Hooks even gave him a chance. You know, Hooks said, "Don't do it," and he goes, "I'm gonna do it."
I never would have thought that he was gonna go there.
No,
That one there surprised me, man. That one there-
Gyökeres knows exactly how to use his strength. Even yesterday when we played him, he had a good game. We won the battles, but his game was brilliant. He had all the 1-2s that he needed to do. He played all the right passes. Even when he shot at the right time. He's a brute. At one time, he spun Saliba completely and started running at Kivio and then hit the post.
I've seen
he's-
Højlund do spin people. I'm just saying.
No, come on. Not today. It's too late, bro. It's too late.
I think.
I warned you. I warned you.
I think Gyökeres has more goals this season than Højlund has in his career. If I'm correct. it's one of them.
do you want to hear another one? I've got another one. Take away his goals. What's the difference between Haaland and Andy Carroll? In fact, I would say Andy Carroll's a better player than Haaland if you take away the goals.
Hey, Ollie,
Would you
it's fun-
take away the goals though? Like, what does that mean?
Hey, Ollie,
just saying-
I'm
Take
there
away what makes him great.
If Haaland don't score,
Yeah, but what does
is
that
he
mean though?
better
What does
than
that? What
Andy
does that?
Carroll?
What do you mean by if Haaland doesn't score? That's
I'm
what
just
he
saying,
does. What he
even
does is score.
No, we've seen 90-minute games against Tottenham 4-0, right?
Hey, Ollie,
He didn't
But
score.
even yesterday, they didn't play well, and he still scored twice.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just
Hey,
asking
Ollie,
the
Ollie,
question.
Ollie.
Take
you don't
away the
realise-
goals. Take away the thing that you're meant to do in a football match.
You may not really- you may not-
football's made for.
You may not know this, Ollie, yeah, but you're currently speaking to Haaland's number one fan, innit? D would bench anybody in the world.
Haaland's the best striker. He's the best striker in the world, man. Simple as that. He's far and away, clear and away the best striker in the world. He's proved it for the last couple of years. And he's going to probably carry on proving it for the next few years, to be honest with you. You have to remember how young he is as well.
I saw Andy Carroll do things that Højlund's never done.
Why do you keep saying Andy Carroll? Why have you gone back to Andy
fine,
Carroll?
okay, fine. Peter Crouch.
What is happening there?
Peter Crouch is a better player than Haaland.
Did either of these
you
guys
take away
break
the
the goals? Did either of these guys break the goal scoring record?
I said, take the goals to one side.
Take away the goal. What does that mean?
Listen, sometimes you have to go with my flawed logic, okay? My logic sometimes can be flawed. I'm just saying, park the goals to one side, and Peter Crouch is a better player than Haaland.
Yeah, but it's hard to do that, though, man.
I know. That's my thing to trigger Man City fans.
Yeah.
No, Haaland is.
I don't think they need much to get triggered these days.
That's
so,
true. That's
you know,
true.
Yeah, no, it's looking very.
Yeah, at the minute, especially currently.
Why?
Yeah, just say high five and then say and
You trying to
That's
get out of 4P?
Yeah.
Why couldn't we get Man City when they're in this state? Why did Liverpool get them when they're in?
We
this
did
state?
get them in this state. We're
No, we
playing
didn't.
now. We're playing right now. We're playing them. We're playing.
You mean the game? It means the
Yeah, the
actual
game. That's what I mean.
Why
Why
game?
couldn't we be playing them now? When
I don't think Liverpool are going to beat Man City. I don't think it. I don't think they're gonna win.
Really?
I don't think they're gonna win. No, I don't think so.
I've got a weird 1-1 feeling. I don't know why.
I don't think they'll beat Man City. I feel if there's a game that the Man City are ready to come back for, it's this. I feel like it's a bad time to play City and it's a bad time to play United. Like we got United in a couple of weeks. I just feel it's not. I'm not looking forward to it.
I just need Salah and Van Dijk to get a straight red in that game.
Salah's never injured, is he?
Yeah, never. So that's why we need the straight
I
red.
think do you think that's because of his health? Like he doesn't drink and all that. It must be.
Yeah,
He's never injured, is he?
100%. You can tell that like he's never never intoxicated his body.
Never. Yeah,
Not
never.
once.
He's probably the most famous Muslim player right now, isn't he, in the world, isn't he? Probably.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Pogba is, for example, also
yeah.
Muslim.
Yeah, I was going to say Pogba.
yeah,
I was going to say
but-
Pogba.
but- no,
you have
right
a
now-
few Muslim players. Yeah.
You
But
think
right
you
now,
think
to be
Pogba-
Salah.
He must be. He must be the one that Saudi are after more than anyone.
Yeah.
True.
I don't know, man. I feel like Pogba as a name is just always going to eclipse.
Yeah.
More than Salah right now.
I don't think Salah is that guy that wants the money like that. You know what I'm saying? This guy isn't supposed to be a footballer if you know his whole backstory and where he came from Egypt. He is from the slums from Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Like the slums. You know what I'm saying? So and he
Why's
bro,
Hooks
bro,
laughing?
it's true, bro.
Because Hooks is from the
Egyptian
same place. That's why.
So for me, the reason why he stayed with Liverpool and didn't left already is because he is not that guy that does it for the money. He does it for the love of the game, rather. And that's how I see Mohamed Salah.
I mean, when man are on like 350k a week, I start to question if they're doing it for the game. You know, I can't lie. Like 300.
He wants
I mean,
450, doesn't he?
if your name is Marcus Rashford, then I agree, but not Mohamed Salah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. Like, do you know what it is? Yeah, this is my thing. Yeah, if you're not about the money, yeah, when it comes to contract negotiations, yeah, ask for less money.
Ask for less money.
Never ask for less money.
Yeah, no, but do you know why? Yeah, because look, if you're really about like cool, if you're a player that's like cool, how Salah's been at Liverpool for time now, innit? And if he's actually genuinely thinking, do you know what? At least at the highest level of football, I only see myself at Liverpool. Like I'm the Egyptian Scouse. Do you know them way there? Then when you renew your contract, if you're not about the money, this is if you're not about the money, then take less or the same, or maybe structure it a different way. Like, cool, have a base of my base is 350. Give me a base of 200, but every goal I score, give me like 100 bags.
But why
I mean,
though? Why?
When I said he doesn't do it for the money, what I meant is he is not that guy that asks for 5 million a week from Saudi. He is good with, but he still has the right to earn 400 plus K from Liverpool. I feel like that's still the case. You know what I'm saying? But he's not that guy that goes for the crazy jackpot money. Is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? But he still earns what he earns today. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean
Why
that.
why
Less.
do you want him to go for less money though?
Because if it's not about the money, if it's about the passion, then like, bro, let's keep it a buck here. 350k a week is an absolute mazzolini.
Plus bonuses.
Plus bonuses. Sorry, bonuses. Plus
scoring every week.
Scoring every week. Like, bro, he's making more than enough money, bro. Like when Neymar's asking for when Neymar is asking for like the God contracts and Mbappe's getting treated like he created Paris. Like I get it, because they're there for the peace. They're there for the fame.
Yeah, and Salah is not that guy.
Yeah, they're not there for the football. But if Salah's there for the football, bro, 300 and bro again.
Nah, pay the guy what he deserves, man.
He earns it.
You can pay. Yeah,
350,000 pounds.
He deserves it.
And
he deserves
it. British pounds a month is crazy, bro.
I mean,
but he deserves it.
It's only like 50k more than Kai Havertz. So
but
what
also,
I'm
Hooks,
saying?
No,
you
Kai
got to look at
Havertz is 280.
Yeah, okay, 70K.
Yeah, but also,
I just had to do that.
but also, when you look at it, like, if you think of the sponsorship he brings for, like, you, for example, you said he's massive in the Muslim nation. So just already from a sponsorship standpoint, in terms of T-shirts, all the stuff, like you've got North Africa, you've got Middle East, so on and so forth. He's selling shirts, right? He's the face also in terms of when they put him on top. Him and like Trent, they put him on like on the adverts they do, etc., etc. Kids want to be more so like the value he brings to the club. That 350K is minimal in comparison to what he brings from a commercial standpoint. And it's like this, Hooks, if you're in your workplace and you're generating a meal a week, and I say I'm going to pay you £100, but you're generating a meal a week yourself off the back of you, would you take that £100?
What? But bro, that's
Exactly.
a wild like.
Okay,
that's a wild like.
fine.
What?
A meal, okay, a meal. You're making a meal a week. You're worth a meal a week to the company, right?
Yeah.
And I pay you 10 grand. Because that's the equivalency at this point you're looking at.
So basically, so roughly around that type of money, yeah.
Nah. We're not
right, exactly. So if it's
but it's not because of like the gap between the two numbers. It's because if I'm making you a mil a week, 10 grand is you taking the piss.
Yeah, that's what's happening. That's what it is.
Because 10K is 10K because 10K is low.
They're only paying him 1.2 million a month. They're only paying him 1.2 million a month. He probably earns way more than that.
Only.
Yeah, but 1.2 million a month.
In relation to how much
he's doing it in comparison. He's weighing it up.
Only, bro. Did man just say only, bro?
Bro, but Liverpool almost makes something like 800 million a year.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter what Liverpool make. It doesn't matter what Liverpool make.
But it does because ultimately, bro, it does because we go and watch football for the players, not for the ownership, not for the stadium. We watch it for the players. They're the most important part of the game, basically, right? They're the people who buy T-shirts with the names. Well, I don't buy T-shirts with people's names at the back anymore. I used to when I was younger, but you know what I mean, right? Like, they're the most valuable people, and we always say the club is bigger than the player, and I agree with that. But at the same time, we're gonna watch the players. So if they're generating 800 million, 900 million, 700 million for all these clubs, getting paid $1 million from that or 12 million from that is not that much, because especially when you're the best player.
Yeah. Do you know who's actually not about the money and is about the football?
Who?
My brother, Santi Cazorla, bro. Man went back to his boyhood club, yeah, and he wanted to play for free, but it was legally he wasn't allowed to play for free. So he said to them, "Pay me whatever is the legal lowest amount, and all that he earns, he puts back into the academy."
I hear that. But also
is a brother that doesn't play for the Peas, bro. But
I hear that. But wait, Hooks, Hooks, we're not doing that because also he's also a brother who I love. Santi Cazorla, absolute legend to me, right? But he was also injured for 2 years, and I don't think he ever rejected a paycheck.
What?
True. That is true.
But nobody rejects paychecks.
Exactly. So it's not the love, is it?
Like, well, okay. Like, by the way, when you're ill off work, are you gonna?
I don't want it this week.
No money. Khalas.
Exactly. I mean, like,
don't pay me again. I've got enough.
What is the love? No, it's all about the love. Yeah, I'm not playing. I love the games.
Hey, but we appreciate you, though. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you, bro.
You know what it is? Salah has a duty to Liverpool, but he also has a bigger duty to his family. That's what people forget a lot of the time. And a lot of these, especially the African players, which a lot of people don't know, they really do go back and give to their hometowns and their villages. Exactly. And if you see what Mane's done and you see what certain of these players have done back home, they really go and Akon, exactly. People like this, they go back and they support all their villages and their home people. And if you heard what John with Mikel was saying about a lot of the players that they used to do and what they used to go back and give. So it's not all just about Salah. Salah's obviously, I'm taking from one, like Robin Hood. I'm taking from there and I'm giving to these. So a lot of the time we don't really think like that. We just think Salah wants 3, wants 450, wants 500, but he's probably seeing it as I need that extra 150 so I can go and sort out things back home.
A school like
A
close for
school,
kids.
wells, like these guys are getting big, and they've come, like you say, he's come from the slums. You've got a duty to really go and support your people and to create a few more Mo Salahs and a few. This is your duty. You've been chosen. You've been gifted this gift of getting to the top. So you got to go and repay that back into your communities back home. And he's worth all the money in the world right now. He has absolutely an obligation to go and get as much as he can and give to the people that he can give it to.
Yeah.
Hey,
What I've learned is I want to hire Hooks right now because he's gonna work for the love, basically.
We appreciate you, Hooks.
Joe, it is. It's just my mindset, innit? Like I'm not the type of guy that, like I don't crave like bare peas like that. Do you know what I mean? Like if I was ever in a situation where I was making like I don't know, couple million a year, but I'm good with that. Like I'm not the guy that I wouldn't intentionally go out of my way to do things to make like, oh, I gotta make 10 million a year now, I gotta make 20 million a year now. Cause like the way I live my life, 3 million a year, bro, more than enough. More than enough. I'm also like, I'm also like, I'm a man of the most high, innit? And I know that like when you're chasing the peas, like you just walk into darkness, bro. So like
100%.
So you get it. So like that's why this is why when I see footballers earning these ridiculous salaries, and then it's like they want more and they want more and they want more, but it's like, but you got enough, and then you can't even use the excuse of like, oh, they got to think of their families, because again, 350k a week, brethren.
There's not enough money to do what you really want to do on this earth, is there?
Bro. His family will always have food in the fridge.
No, it doesn't work like that.
That doesn't work like that.
People go broke all the time, you know.
There's a stat. I think at least it was in the US. It was like something like 70% of all like something like 70%. I forget the exact percentage. It was a high percentage of all athletes go broke within 3 years.
Yeah, they go broke.
Bankrupt. They spend their money on foolishness, bro. That's what I can't control that. That's like, do you know what I mean? That's on you.
I hear that, but let's be real. If remember when you were 18, right? For me, I know you're gonna say it was a very long time ago. I get it. I'm old, right? Because I know I need to preempt them for Hook say something about my age. Before he starts calling me uncle. But no, imagine when you were 18. Imagine I gave you 60k. Yeah. You're gonna be foolish. Like all of us back in that age was like, we wouldn't have thought about it. So most of these guys, especially if you ever had nothing, and someone starts to just give you money, like you don't get the discipline that's necessary to be able to know how to manage money. Even me, it took me a long time to learn to manage money properly, and I am making 20 mil where I could just go and buy a Ferrari, or you can be. Remember about Femi Martins? He was getting paid 60k. He used to go and withdraw 60k in cash every week, but he came from the slums, so obviously this is new to him. It's not as easy.
He doesn't trust the banks. He doesn't trust the banks and stuff like that. He doesn't believe it's real. You know what I mean? That's a lot.
He's got to touch the money.
Back in the day. Yeah. He wants it in his hands. I don't trust the banks. I don't know if it's real. I want it here and now. I understand that mentality because you've never had that type of money before. But I can never knock somebody. Like no one owes anyone anything in his life, so I can't knock Salah wanting more money, because the same way that he wants more money is the same way Liverpool don't want to give him more money.
Let me ask you something.
Same thing.
Do we feel on this whole panel? I'm asking this to everyone. Yeah. Do we feel like at this moment in time, Mbappe has the right to earn more than Mohamed Salah?
No.
Or not? No, right? But at this moment, he is earning less than Mohamed Salah. You know what I'm saying? Mohamed Salah is not getting paid what he's worth. If this guy was actually getting paid what he's worth, he would not get paid 350k. That's what I'm saying. This guy is a humble guy. He's not. I'm just seeing it, bro. Wallahi, he's a humble Muslim guy. That's how I see it.
Facts. No, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
He should be getting paid right now with what he's doing and the level that he's at, because he's up there with the greats, the top 3 to top 5 of Liverpool players ever. Yeah. So they should be matching his wage of the highest wage in the league. Like whoever's on the highest wage in the league will match you. That's the level that he should be at. He should be on $500,000 a week, easy. If Haaland's on those things and De Bruyne's on that. He should be on that. And I feel like that's probably what the issue is. The issue is probably more if he gets that, then Trent wants that. If Trent wants that, then Van Dijk wants that. I think it's a chess game between all three of them and all three of their agents and the club for all three of them. That's the problem. But Salah should
be the front runner for Ballon d'Or, and then you get these contracts. Because Salah is doing that. You know what I'm saying?
I just want Salah to leave.
That's how I see it.
I've got too many nightmares of that guy scoring against us.
And he's not stopping either. He's not stopping either.
Just at this point, don't give him a new contract. Let him go off to Saudi Arabia where he's going to be absolutely loved. Where
He'll be the king out there.
Exactly. He'll help build up the Saudi Arabian league's popularity.
His name's Salah as well. Exactly. Just
get him as far away from the Premier League as possible. I'm sick and tired of seeing that man play against us. Literally, you could just put one goal to Liverpool and Salah's name next to it at the start of the game. Like,
wait, he only scored a penalty against us, no? Am I bugging?
No, he scored against us like earlier this season.
No, I mean this season, the goal that he scored was a penalty, no?
No, he whipped it. No, didn't he whip it?
I'm pretty sure it was a penalty, no? Or am I bugging?
No, it was from outside the box. It was from outside the box where he whipped it.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, it wasn't a penalty. It wasn't a penalty. It was the ball came through.
How did he score against us?
I don't remember that goal. The whipped one.
It was basically Nunes. The ball went up. Nunes chased it, passed it back.
That was inside the box. It was inside the box.
Was it okay? But he whipped it.
Yeah. The breakaway goal. The Trent pass.
Yeah.
Between Lewis Skelly and Kivio.
Yeah. And then last season,
that definitely wasn't a whip outside the box, though.
All right, okay. I overestimated how far it was.
It's definitely a tapping inside in there. The spot.
It wasn't a tapping. It wasn't a tap. It was still a nice goal. It was still a nice goal.
Yeah. But he's never going to miss that, is he?
No.
Also, just to answer your question, Hooks, quickly, because I didn't even answer the question. No, our Arsenal are not back yet. Let's just create a consistency first, and then we can talk about being back. Because I'm not that kind of guy that looks at one game and says, "Khalas, we're back, guys." You know what I'm saying? If you give me 5 games like this, like the final 10 weeks of last season, for example, if we play like that, right now, then I will say, okay, we're back. Because at that moment, we won like 10 games in a row, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And that's the form that we want to see right now if we still want to catch up to Liverpool. Because also one thing, because we talked about Manchester City needing to beat Liverpool and stuff, yeah? I don't think Liverpool are going to slip up against the big sides. I think it's the smaller sides. I think they're going to have a few slip up against the smaller sides. And I'm talking about... look at how they struggled against Southampton, for example. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They could have easily drawn that game, but because of Mohamed Salah's individual brilliance, they won that game. So there is a
Alex McCarthy's individual brilliance.
Yeah.
Well, Salah scored it. Salah saw him off his line, the corner of his eye, and then shot straight away.
He didn't mean to do that.
Of course, he did.
What do you think is a bad touch? That's my whole point. So no, we're not back yet. I hope, inshallah, but not yet. And Liverpool are going to slip up against the smaller sides, not against the big six, I think.
Can you believe that Southampton gave Liverpool a harder game than Real Madrid? Deep down.
And Ipswich.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
We are living in the twilight zone right now.
It's crazy. If Real Madrid had their full team, though, I think it would be harder. But yeah, you're right. That's crazy. I didn't even thought like that.
No, you can't make excuses for Real Madrid. Real Madrid are dusted, man.
Yeah, at this moment they are really dusty.
They're done out here, man. I swear Barca's punching them up in their league as well.
I think only 3 points behind.
Yeah, but Barca started throwing away the points gap, which again gives us more sort of hope that we can claw it back. Hopefully, you know what I mean. If Barca are clawing, Real Madrid are clawing back against Barca, there's no reason why. Hopefully, we shouldn't be able to do it. But yeah, I mean,
pray every day. I pray every day.
I think Liverpool will slip up, man. I think they'll slip up.
All I'm saying, listen, if you want it to be, if you want it to happen, all you just have to do is just let me go to Liverpool. I've got a balaclava, a metal pole. I'll find Mo Salah, and
I don't think Mo Salah's the issue. I think it's Van Dijk.
okay, we'll do Van Dijk and Mo Salah. We'll do 2 for 1.
I think obviously Mo Salah's the issue, but I think Van Dijk is the real problem.
You know, I think Van Dijk will hold us with 2 hands like this, bro. That guy's huge, bro.
No, not me though. You won't be able to
No,
do
not
that.
you.
Can't do that to me.
Yeah,
He ain't gonna do that to
6'4".
me either, fam. He won't play again. Trust me. And he will know that. He will know that straight away. He'll say it's not even worth it, fam. That ain't happening.
I listen. Listen, I'm old.
You know,
and my
hey,
body
we
don't
need
move
it.
like
We
it
need it
used to
for
before.
Netherlands still, bro. So I'm sorry. I interrupted you. Go.
I was gonna say I'm old. My body ain't what it used to be before. Now he will destroy me, and he will the way he will beat me up.
Nah, he will, he's a unit, isn't he?
He's a big guy. I'm 6'2", and he's like, I'm looking at him like
Hooks
this.
is 6'5".
Yeah, Hooks. That's what I'm saying. Hooks is like the only guy that can, you know.
Okay. Can we not show off heights here, man? Like some of us, 5'10.5" happened, and
No, I'm not that tall either. I'm 5'11" or 6 foot. One of them.
Okay, stop that. I said 5'10.5". I said 5'10.5". My man says 6 foot. What's going on here? What is? Hey, lock this. Hey, you know what? Lock this off. Lock this off.
Well, you want to end the stream on heights, yeah?
Actually, no.
Heights, yeah?
I don't want that to be the last thing we talk about.
Hey, big up, man. Big up. But you know what? Yeah, just on so as it starts. So what? So what? D, you think Arsenal's back? It was you, D, right? You said that Arsenal.
Yeah. I don't think we actually went anywhere that drastically, to be honest. But I feel like our team are. I'm not worried. I'm back to the point where I'm not worried about any team again. Like I'm not worried. Anyone we play, I feel like if we play well, we can get the better of them, or they might get the better of us. But I feel like we'll put up a real good fight. Like even to be honest with you, I didn't even know Timber was as good as he is. I didn't actually know he was that good.
That boy good.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was that good. I said if he keeps up this level of performances in the next couple of years, he'll be world class. I've changed that to a year.
Yeah,
that boy good.
Yeah, I've gone away from 2. I said 2 years and he'll be world class. Nah, his level so high it will be 1 year. If he carries on for 1 year, he's world class. It's simple.
We need to grab his brother, man.
I didn't know
Quinton is not that great. He's not that great.
That's
And you know what's funny? You know what's funny, D? Ask Hooks what I said about Timber last year, and what I said. You know the whole Saliba statement I made, Hooks.
Oh,
what
yeah.
did I say again?
Yeah.
What did I say again?
You thought he was better than him, no?
No. I said within a year, when he's fit and he finds his form that I know and saw at Ajax, he will be just as important as a Saliba for this team. His name will be named the first, together with Saliba, together with Odegaard, together with Saka. Timber will be there. That's what I said. Because I'm from the Netherlands, so I watch the Eredivisie a lot, and I watched Timber, and him leaving Ajax was the reason they fell off. You know what I'm saying? A lot.
Wasn't Ten Hag?
It wasn't Ten Hag.
United fans tried to fool us into thinking Ten Hag was the reason why they fell off. You're telling me it was Julian. Oh my goodness!
There were other reasons as well, but I'm not gonna mention that because those are But not trying to guess myself because I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a fan. I love his game, and I just knew that this guy, if he's fit, he's gonna be really important for us. So yeah,
I didn't know he was this good. I'll be honest. I'll be the first to admit that. I never knew he was this good. I mean, you never can know someone is that good unless you watch them weekly. But I just didn't. The expectations I had when I knew he was good, but I had no idea he was this good. Like he does everything right. He doesn't do anything wrong. He's even got this quick burst of pace where he goes that way and goes the other way, and you cannot stop it. Like he's got this thing. He just goes past players. So yeah.
I was going to say I used to think the best one-on-one, like life on the line defender was Tomiyasu, like lockdown defender. I think he is he
Yeah,
might
he's
be.
just as
He
good.
might be just as good as him. Tomiyasu
is.
thing is that he just gets injured, right? And obviously going
Yeah.
forward, he's a mess going forward. But when it comes to like every time Arteta wants to like it's got like a winger he wants to play that's dangerous, he puts Tomiyasu if he's fit against him because he knows 1-on-1 that guy can defend. But Urine at this point is like you said, going forward, really good, but then being able to just defend, basic defending, you're not getting past me. Boy, that guy is something else.
I've now
Wait,
realized that if he was fit last year, we probably would have won the title. I've actually now realized
Easy.
the situation. I didn't actually realize how much of a miss. Like when obviously Arteta planned for him to be fit, didn't he? So and he started the first game against Nottingham Forest was brilliant. Got injured in the first game. He's out for the season. But I think that probably messed up Arteta's whole plan for the season. And I didn't realize that the level that he's at. If he was fit last season, I'm telling you now, we would have been guaranteed. We would have been champions with this guy fit.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
What? So Ollie, you think Arsenal's back?
Oh, I told you since Inter Milan,
We're back.
and I'm going to put it this way: my final and wild take by January the 27th, Arsenal will be top.
By January the 27th.
Wait,
Yeah,
who
random
we playing?
dates.
In 2 months.
Random dates. Random
Wait.
dates I picked out.
That's exactly in 2 months, Ox.
Yeah, but I wanna see
Write it
something.
down.
I'm not far against that though. I'm happy with that take. But why have you chosen that date? You mean random?
It was literally I just went one day. I was like,
I'd rather you have said Maiden. You might as well just put something in the air. You might as well say May the 10th or the 20th or something.
After the Wolves game, we got Wolves on the 25th. Wolves on the 25th of Jan. Okay.
see,
So after that, but you know who we've got?
Man City after.
2 days after. No, 4 days, 5, 6 days after.
Tottenham, innit?
No, first we got Tottenham beginning of January. We got Tottenham.
Beginning of Jan.
Wait, am I bugging? No.
I thought it was February. I thought it was end of Jan or beginning of Feb.
No, 15th of Jan we've got Tottenham, and 1st of Feb we got Man City.
The only thing about those fixtures is towards the end of the season we've got relatively good fixtures, and we've only got Anfield.
Yeah.
Apart from Anfield, we've got the ending is all right.
I'm just saying from early, innit? From early, yeah. I know you can pattern this as well, D, innit? 22nd of Feb, Arsenal's facing West Ham at the Emirates.
At the Emirates.
Do you also know what the 22nd of February is?
Your birthday, probably.
Yeah. Let's go.
My birthday is. My birthday is February as well.
Swear. All right, when? February what?
6.
Okay. See, you know we do it the February. Let's. All right, we got to go to the games then, innit? Wait, Feb 6th. All right, there. Can we pattern the Arsenal Man City?
Arsenal Man. Where's that? What game is that? Is that the Emirates?
1st of Feb.
Yes, the Emirates.
Let me see. I'll make it cool. Let me see.
Right, cool.
These man depends on because they've got 2 guys that get tickets. One of them's in the crowd and one of them's in the box. Okay. Sometimes you don't really want to be in the box.
Yeah, I hear that. I do hear that. Okay, cool. February. We get
the angles all mad as well. Nah, don't
give me the food. Give me that champagne lifestyle. Give me all that caviar.
I'm not there for that. I ain't got time for that.
Oh, see, that's you. Give me that like cush kiss. Give me the seating. Listen, let me just
say. See, this middle class. This middle class business. That's what I'm saying. This is
I am middle class at this point. Listen, I am middle class. I don't even care anymore. I've
man supporting Arsenal with canapes and sushi, chopsticks and all that.
Yeah, you got the blue label on deck, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Expensive. That's not what it's about. It's not what it's about. You need a burger and chips.
I made it out of the hood, man. Yeah.
The slums.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but you know what? Yeah. So, all right. I'll end it off. Yeah. So for me, yeah, I don't think we're back in it personally. I don't think we're back. So, but what I did say is Arteta, bring me 12 wins in a row, then I'll start believing again in it. And so far,
12 in a row.
So
12
we need
wins
10
in
more.
a row.
Yeah, 12 wins. It doesn't matter what competition, any competition, just 12 wins in a row. We've got 2 so
That's
far.
not easy. That's not
We
easy.
need 10 more. And then I'll say, cool, I'm believing again. Because I know, so in football, yeah, like the mental side of it is very, very, very massive, isn't it?
Mhm.
And not just for us as Arsenal, but if Liverpool and Man City and Chelsea, I'll put Chelsea in this because they're swinging as well.
Mhm.
If they see Arsenal put together 10 more wins in a row, yeah, it's gonna affect them. It will have an effect on them. Do you know what I'm saying? So we need to start making not only our fans believe, yeah, and our players believe, and everyone connected or inside the Arsenal institution believe. We need to make other teams believe that we're back, because then that's when the fear starts creeping in.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And that's when the overthinking starts creeping in. And then that's when, I don't know, slots maybe like, oh, sugar man, we've like drawn 2 games, lost 1. All right, cool. I don't know. Let's put, I don't know, Salah number 10. Do you know what I mean? Like it's when managers feel pressure and they start making stupid decisions and overthinking. Pep does it a lot. Pep's it. He's Arteta even does it a lot. Like Arteta overthought in the Aston Villa game last season and put Havertz in the 8 when really and truly he could have just left Havertz in the 9 and we probably win that game, innit?
Yeah.
So, but the one thing I will say,
that was the party right back as well, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah,
I think that was Nottingham, right?
No, he played party right back against the Villa as well.
I think he did. I think he did. But what I will say and what I will acknowledge, yeah, is the one element. Well, not the one, but the most important element that I wanted to see from Arsenal was goals. And in the last 2 games, we've got 8. That's a step in the right direction. In one Champions League game, we went from having scored 3 in 4 to scoring 8 in 5. Like I was looking at it like it could be a bit problematic, because if we don't start scoring loads of goals, we could actually miss out on the top 8 by goal difference, and that would vex me. So in one Champions League game, we solved that problem.
And we got 3 home games now.
Yeah, no, two home games.
2 home games, yeah. But the one game, the away game is who? Girona.
Girona, yes, the final one.
They suck right now.
Yeah, they're not the greatest. At least they're not the Girona of last season, innit? So, but I mean, it makes sense because they did lose Savio, and I think they lost Dovbyk as well, and I think there's someone else that they lost. So
don't make me do my. I'm joking.
So, yeah,
I mean, what is the difference between Savio? I'm joking.
Yeah. I'm there with you. But so yeah,
I said the same. I said he is the spicy Anthony. I already said it, bro. I went there, bro. I went there.
I was gonna say Aaron Lennon, but you know what? Anthony's more.
Aaron Lennon was a problem for us. Aaron Lennon caused us grief.
Do you know what? Yeah, just on this, and then we'll close out. Yeah. So Jordan Davis, yeah, we have to win the UCL or else it's peak for us. We're not going to catch Liverpool in the league. At what point? Yeah. Cool. Let me remix this a bit, yeah. Because for one, I don't agree with this, innit? Well, to a degree, I agree, because I don't think we can catch Liverpool. I think Liverpool need to fall off a cliff, innit? And by the way, big up A Solomon, man, my brother. So at what point, yeah, would you all start saying as Arsenal fans, maybe we need to focus a bit less on the Premier League and put all our eggs into doing as best as we can in the Champions League?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah, never.
Can't be done. It's impossible to switch on and switch off like that.
Exactly.
It's not human nature.
I'm not doing the bigger fish to fry stuff. I'm not doing that. We already got bantered to the ends of the earth.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that again, bro.
I'm with you.
No. When sorry. I don't mean like put all our eggs into the UCL. because obviously we can still compete for the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. I actually expect us to win the Carabao Cup, personally, in my opinion. There's no way on this God's green earth can we be given this easy run that we've been given and not win the Carabao Cup. But what I mean is like,
there is a way.
What scenario? Because, like, okay, so say, for example, yeah, say Arsenal go on to lose their next 3 out of 7 Premier League games. Would you then go, cool, maybe we always rotate in the Premier League and put our big hitters in the Champions League, or would you still say no, try and go and win the Premier League?
We need to think. We need to stay focused, and because even if we don't get close to the title, we need to finish in the top 2 or 3 to get in the Champions League. There's no the Champions. We've never won the Champions League before, so I don't know how we're gonna be able to just say let's focus on the Champions League and win that. It doesn't. We've never done it before, so
and
you can't
also
switch on or
as well,
switch off.
Yeah, I was going to say that it's the momentum. Like, you still need to be in momentum. I would say until it's mathematically impossible to win a league, you just keep going. Like, you just keep going. You keep going. And look, you might find that the offshoot of that is you end up doing one in a different tournament because the players are just getting wins, even though they've lost a few here and there. They got wins. They get more momentum in that. So, yeah, if you start switching up and going, we just put our eggs in one basket.
No, you get on a spiral. You get on a spiral.
Yeah, it could be done, but it's even worse. It's more difficult.
And also, I feel like if you are a club that has been there, done that, like Real Madrid, for example, yes, you can maybe say, oh, we can play these players there and these players for the Champions League, for example, because they already know how it is and they've been
to do it. They know how to do what you're saying. They practice how to switch on and switch off before.
Exactly. And for us, we are not there yet. And this team needs consistency first before they do something like that. Because if you switch them on and then turn them off the other game, it's going to create inconsistency in their game. And they need to, how should I say? It's like a machine. If you turn it off, it's going to get cold. You need to keep the machine rolling so it keeps going. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like players are programmed the same. If we don't play them, for example, a Southampton in a league game, and we play them the next game against Barcelona, for example, bro, that's not the way to do it, in my opinion. I feel like Saka and those players need consistency first before doing something like this. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
I agree.
For Solomon to say this as a Chelsea fan, that's mad. Man says you beat anyone over 2 games, you have more of a chance of the UCL.
I said this ages ago.
In my opinion,
maybe he's been listening to me and not giving me the credit. I said, our team is built for the Champions League because we're base first, solid first, and in the Champions League, what teams do, because every team is more or less title challengers or title holders, they play to their strengths, which is to play for their attacking players. Most teams. So what that does, that leaves people like Saka and Odegaard with space. In the Premier League, you stop Saka and Odegaard first. That's how most teams play. But in the Champions League, you don't get that. The only team that really does it is Atletico Madrid. You don't really play to stifle players. You play to win the game in the Champions League, and that suits our game because our game is defense first anyway. So our defense can withstand that anyway more often than not. So we're built for the Champions League, to be honest.
I agree. No, but you saw yesterday, Sporting, for some reason, decided to leave Saka 1-on-1 against the left back.
So did Nottingham Forest as well. It's funny because they left Saka 1-on-1 all game. They don't track back. Their wingers don't. Alanga and Hudson-Odoi don't track back because they want to stay high for the counter. So they play like in the half track back, but they don't track back at all. And they left Saka 1-on-1 the whole game. Saka should have scored a hat trick in the first half.
It was crazy.
Like that's what happens when you leave those guys 1-on-1. Most teams they kind of stifle our players, but you do that in the Champions League. I'm confident with Saka going against any left back if he's 1-on-1.
Do I love us? Sorry, I know we're probably holding up longer, but do I love about watching Saka roll 1-on-1 is this idea of he's going to cut to his left and he just goes to his right. It's just like, I'm going to cross my right foot. And it's brilliant just to watch because the whole thing of Saka is just 1 foot, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. And people said, oh, he doesn't take his players on. Put him 1-on-1 with any defender and say, right, try to stop him.
Do you know what? Yeah.
Tell that to the guy that fell on the ground when Saka chopped him
Yeah.
to the left. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
sporting. Yeah. In the penalty box.
Yeah,
But you know what? Yeah. So, okay, it's kind of bad in a way, but in another way, it's actually really good. But I feel like you're gonna see a much better Saka now, just because he can be more unpredictable. Because if he does choose to not cut in on his left and go onto his right, even if he doesn't decide to cross it in, he knows that Odegaard's gonna be somewhere near him. He just knows.
And Saka as well. He doesn't.
Odegaard's gonna be there, so he knows that
Yeah.
Odegaard's gonna he knows. Oh, cool! I could just pass the ball to Odegaard, and then it's gonna unlock me in a different.
Saka doesn't play for the way Saka plays. Like, say Salah plays for goals, doesn't he? So when he's playing, he kind of plays to aim at the goal. Saka doesn't do that. Saka plays to the best possible outcome, whether that's passing, whether that's scoring. So Saka's game is based on ball retention and efficiency, isn't it? And that's probably the worst player to play against one-on-one. With some players that are direct and can beat you, they can beat you sometimes, lose the ball, sometimes beat you, sometimes lose the ball. Saka very rarely loses the ball.
Mm-hmm. And it's also not only Saka and Inshallah anymore. You know what I'm saying? Now you have Odegaard who can dictate the play the other side, and now you don't have to go through Saka. You know what I'm saying? Because what we did with that Odegaard is we gave it long to Saka and we said, Inshallah, please do something. You know what I'm saying? That's how we played sometimes. And with Odegaard there, you have this unpredictability that he just can give a nice through ball to Martinelli as well, so we could go through the other side. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he brings that unpredictability a lot into this team, so Saka also can flourish as well. Because we had a few games where we gave the ball so many times to Saka that there were just like three guys going to Saka and stopping him, and he was just like, okay, what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? And with Odegaard here, you know what I'm saying, it's totally different. So yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. Well, you know, probably call it a
Big
day
up, why
there,
not,
right?
by the way.
Mhm.
No, yeah, obviously big up why not each and every time, man. Yeah, maybe call it a day there. You know, been another Arsenal therapy, man. I would say follow all the guys, but two of them just aren't making channels for reasons unknown. So just cast them into the ground. But,
Listen, some of us are enigmas, man. We're just in the wind. You know what I mean? Fist of the North Star. That's me right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We're just like Sasuke, bro. We only show up when you need us. You know what I'm saying?
When necessary,
Okay.
when necessary.
Yeah, exactly.
For the therapy.
Exactly. Omarwa Shindeu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, but for me, people, if you can subscribe to Hooks, that's enough for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what I want.
100%.
Okay. I rate that. But I'm still gonna be cussing you about not having a channel each and every day, bro. So
Yeah. They talk sense, man. They should have channels, man. We need more.
man,
We need more balanced Arsenal fans.
man. In fact,
Inshallah soon.
You know the thing there, man. But obviously, you can go and subscribe to my bro, Jus D at Famzone TV. The channel is in the title. There's no excuses, blood. You get me?
Oh my God, they should know us by now, man. They should know man's regular here by now, man.
Yeah, they know the thing already, man. We're cooking up. We're cooking up some big things. So you get me?
Yeah, we got some stuff for them, man. Real stuff, proper stuff still.
100%, man.
On route, man. Just putting in all in the works, you get me?
100%. And just make sure on your way out, you're also liking the video if you haven't already. This is to all people on playback as well. Drop a comment. You know, it does help the algorithm. And yeah, man, I'll catch you bright and early in the morning. Blessings.
Man, them.
Peace.